Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pick it up. Hey, let's go. Come on, boys. Let's power up.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down for Lockett, and he's someone who's been a reliable weapon throughout his entire career. In fact, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. When it's all said and done, he's been one of the best receivers in Seahawks franchise history.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Seahawks at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Oh, run now with a tight end Fant. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that caps caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one to the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Now Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that would get it right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Off play action. It's Howell. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They run once more with Stevenson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw, Howell. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Big-time move there by Kayvon Thibodeaux, a talented pass rusher out of Oregon, who had a little bit of a breakout season last year. The next step for him, to stack dominant seasons together, and plays like that will certainly help accomplish just that.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Howell down to throw it. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Howell. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
And Mafe really took a sizable leap in the second season, recording 9 sacks on the year. And they expect that number to continue to grow as he continues to gain experience.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A beautiful fake. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now he'll look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them. Back in the air.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Charbonnet once again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Howell. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as if... Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10. Running left is Tracy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Stevenson will score. Touchdown, New York. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Howell. He's got a man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Charbonnet. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Faking the handoff, Howell. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And out across midfield down to the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Tracy going to get it on first down. Skirts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Jones throwing for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Throwing here, Howell. Completed to Hyatt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they go play action with Howell. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw, Howell. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Giants win the football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts.
The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw